And I'm so grateful to the fans. Tonight we're here to celebrate and to thank the fans for their amazing job in raising the funds 6 months after the disasters hit Japan, which is no small feat. And I also am honored to be up here with my colleague Sam Connor from Save the Children. And a huge thank you to Lincoln Park and Bees for playing this benefit show. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to them to answer all your questions.
That is not a small feat, which is just a testament to, the drive that our fans have to, do something great, and also, they're that excited about coming to see us play. And so, $13,000 is unbelievable achievement.
Okay. I was wondering, and any of you can answer this, what you had heard as far as things fans did to raise money, if you can talk about that at all, specific things that you might have heard about.
The main fundraising vehicle was at secretshowforjapan.com, and the team in Music for Relief. We've done some online campaigns and fundraising before, but I think that this one was really the biggest success as far as reach and funds. The fans really just they connected with the effort, and they really went out and did. They talked to friends. I heard a lot of people talking about how they couldn't make it to the show, but they knew somebody else from a message board or chat room or someone else that they wanted to help because that person could make it and they were close-ish to their goal. The collaborative effort was really important on this campaign.
Do you guys plan to do any more collaborations like this with other artists and do a similar campaign?
Well, I think that I always feel like the things that have the biggest impact are things that come from a very organic place. And we really wanted to do something. It's hard to ask people for money all the time. With Music for Relief and being that it primarily is driven by Lincoln Park, we try to engage other bands and fans of music, bands like the Bees, who have graciously helped us with this and come to perform and engage their fans as well. But it's hard to just ask people to give money. And so we kind of took a few ideas and mashed them together in terms of, doing a benefit show. Do we play a show and then donate all the proceeds from the show to Music for Relief? Well, that's kind of easy. It doesn't really engage the fans. So we kind of combined a few different campaign ideas into one. And so I think this really turned out to be such a success that it can, now we have the platform and we have, and we know that it's successful. And this is something that other bands can do to engage their fans, whether it's for Music for Relief or their own, specific causes. Doing something like this where, the band donates their time and plays a show and the fans go out and raise the money to, to fund Music for Relief and Save the Children in this case. It really is a testament to, the creativity of not only the people that work with us, but also of the fans in finding ways to raise the money. So I think that this has definitely set a nice platform for other bands to follow.
I got a question for actually two of you from Linkin Park and two of you from Bees, of course. First of all, for you, Chester and Mike, I just want to know, among all the other, when there are so many other Japanese artists, granted the Bees is the most successful rock band in Japan, which I personally is a huge fan, of course. Why Bees for this very special event to have them as a special guest to perform on this very stage? And also, this question is for both of both of the groups. What does this special live that is a specific, this is for a specific cause of Japan earthquake relief. What does performing here tonight mean to you, Mike, Chester, and also I want to ask the same question for Mr. Inaba and Mr. Matsumoto from Bees as well.
On our end, when we heard the news about the tragedy in Japan, one of the first things that we did was a continuation of a project we have called Download to Donate. And as part of that campaign, basically bands would give their songs up and we'd keep an ongoing album going. Fans would be able to donate money and have that music in return. And Bees generously donated a song to that album. So that was kind of for us the beginning of the relationship. I don't know what compelled you guys to want to. How did you hear about Download to Donate? And,
the right after the disaster, so Music for Relief and Linkin Park made a really quick action, and they asked me to donate a song for the Tsunami Relief album. So we'd love to do that. And that was the start. And after that, I met those guys, and I heard about the ideas, fundraising. That's a very unique idea. That's not coming from us. That's a great idea, I think. And they asked me to play together for the secret show for Japan. And for us, this is a great opportunity for show our appreciation directly to the people who have been helping our country. This is a great honor for us.
She wants to know about the Bees fans and the Linkin Park fans and what you felt when you saw your fans rise to the challenge and raise the $350,000.
Maybe simply first, this very surprising for the Japanese fans. So Bees and Linkin Park is doing the same project together. So it's always good. The new things let the people feel we can do something like that kind of things. Us too. So we've never done the things like this before. So now we're feeling like so many people will start feel like, oh, we can help others like those guys do, kind of thing. So that's it's hard to say, but for the new start for the people. 単純にリンキンパークとビーズが一緒に何かするということ自体は割ともうそれだけで非常に日本のファンの人には驚きだと思うんですけども、それがニュースになることで何かまた彼らみたいに自分たちもできる何かヘルプできることがあると、そう思い始めるいいきっかけになったりするんじゃないかなと思います。
Since you're very, very popular, you have a lot of people noticing that Japan still needs help. Can you tell me how you feel about as a Japanese American and you having that power to get all these donations? And ビーズさんの方もこうやって日系人がこういう活動をしていることに対してちょっとどう思うかお願いします。
単純に日系人だからっていうところも動機のきっかけに当然あると思うんですけども、結局なんだろう、単純に勇気づけられますよね。それを知ることで、それがすごい今後のいろんなサポート活動の良いきっかけになっていくんじゃないかなと思います。It's not only the matter of the Japanese American things. It's simply a great thing to know that there's someone like these guys to care about the Far East country, and some of them even if they never visited the place before. So knowing that is a huge encouragement for Japanese people, I think.
I was telling Koshi when we met in person for the first time that my brother spent about a year in Japan studying, and one of the CDs he sent back home for me to check out, as I always ask him whenever he goes, especially when he was there, I asked him for some of the music. He sent me a Bees album, and so I remembered that, and I was really excited that it was kind of coming full circle in this way. As an aside, though, I definitely want to point out that it's just extraordinary that the fans were able to do this at this moment in time, so far after the media frenzy has died down and so deep into the financial struggle that a lot of these people are feeling. These are not necessarily folks who had the money to spare. They were stretching to be able to donate this money. So we don't. So we definitely recognize that, and it's hard to put into words the gratitude that we feel to the fans, because this wasn't about us. This was a challenge to them. And to be honest, I didn't know. None of us knew if they would be able to hit a goal of $250,000, and in fact, they went well beyond that and just surprised everybody. It's like there's a certain feeling of pride for us that they did so well.
The people might think in Japan it's already okay, but I don't think so. So I want to hear from you for your world audience.
So, of course, we can't say about the details, about all the areas, but I think it depends on the areas. Some areas really are energy, with a huge energy, so they love to coming back, and they go back to their home. But some areas, there are so many people still in a deep sadness, and many people still can go back their home. And plus, we got still nuclear power plant issues. So it's not okay.
Fundraising for the children in Japan. And another question is next month, you both have tours in Japan. What your thoughts are about that, and what you're looking forward to, and if you have any worries about the disaster affecting any part of your tours. And I have a special question or actually a request for Mike. If you could give a message for the people in Japan in Japanese, that would be really great.
We'll start with the Save the Children part, and we'll let Sam, the expert.
Thank you so much. Save the Children is honored to be here, to be represented, and to be in this fantastic collaboration with Music for Relief, Linkin Park, and Bees. It's a true pleasure for us to engage in what we consider to be an outstanding new innovation in social media fundraising. And we truly believe that this platform can be an example for many bands and other institutions out there that have a draw of Linkin Park and Bees. So first, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody involved. With regard to the donations coming from this effort, again, huge thank you to the fans who have made all of this possible. It's an incredible effort, and Save the Children, again, is very, very proud to be involved. We are able to fund many areas of children's relief in Japan in ways that the government of Japan has asked us to do. So I brought with me today one example of the type of thing that we can help for children. This is a children's school bag in Japan. We had this flown over from our site in Sendai, Japan. We've had the privilege to be able to supply over 5,000 of these bags to school children to prepare them to begin school again. We're also able to provide lunches and transportation, as well as many other community activities for the children. Over the next 5 years, Save the Children will be building the civil society of the affected area, and especially in the area of what we call psychosocial response. Children are the most vulnerable in any emergencies. They do not understand how to cope or handle these disasters. And Save the Children has a particular expertise in this area. Therefore, it's our pleasure and our privilege to assist the government of Japan and the people of Japan with training teachers, families, communities, and working with children directly in how to cope with the trauma, as over 70,000 children were affected by this triple disaster. So I have many facts and figures I'd love to share, and I'd be happy to do that with any of you afterwards. That's the gist of it. As I say, the 5-year program will be focusing on education, on child protection, and advocacy. Advocacy for the role of psychological counseling in Japanese society. Thank you very much.
So, Shinoda, you want to take a shot at your Japanese?
Until I actually learn how to say what I would like to say in Japanese, which I don't know how long it's going to be before I get to that point, I'll just say arigatou gozaimasu.
Lincoln Park has worked with Music Relief a lot doing charity events. And I wanted to find out with your Japanese heritage, how was it for you emotionally, just hearing about the event and getting involved?
For me, I don't have immediate family there. The people I was most concerned about were the folks that we work with when we go to Japan and who we work with in the touring capacity with our records and things like that. I've had friends of friends who were over there, one of which lost her home in Sendai. And it was, it's a different kind of loss you feel or fear, because there's a sense of, like, for me, it's one step less, one step like dislocated, and at the same time I knew, based on the fact that this is what Music for Relief does. We've been doing this since 2005. Our mission is to go to work in the aftermath of natural disasters, and when something like this happens, just like with any charitable or philanthropic endeavor, really you choose the ones that are closest to your heart, because there are so many things out there that one feels they could do, and you've only got so much time. It's important to choose the ones that you think are important to you and you think you can make a difference, so that you're not spreading yourself too thin. That's been an important focus of Music for Relief in the past few years, and so as a part of that, I'm really happy that we could band together and get so much work done for Japan.
Cool.